At Automasters LLC, our mission is to serve our community by providing quality automobiles at affordable prices. All of our vehicles are inspected and certified to offer you the confidence in knowing you have a quality vehicle. Our goal is to provide you with a seamless process and positive experience for your automobile purchase. Financing recommendations and specific vehicle inquiries are available at your request. You can find us at www.automasters06.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Also, please feel free to contact Terrence Miles at 601-927-7794. And oh yeah, tell him Sonia sent you.
She say sports. She say sports. She say sports. She say sports.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Sonia, and welcome back to She Say Sports. As you know, March is recognized as Women's History Month, and every week this month we'll be talking to some amazing women doing amazing things in their community. Please welcome owner of Expressions Events and Designs, Tamara Jones. Hey Tam, how are you?
Hi, thank you.
How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. Just getting off work, but I'm good.
I know, absolutely. Okay, well I'm not gonna hold you long. How's everything been going?
Everything's great. Busy as usual, just trying to maintain.
Right. How my brother Mike Jones?
Oh, he's fine. He had to go into work today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Tam, tell the listeners a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Tamara Jones again. I attended Jackson State University. I have an accounting degree. I have a background in business. I've worked for the state for a little over 23 years now doing accounting. I've done various parts of accounting from working from insurance companies to hospital billing. Um, I've done a little taxes, but I don't really get into a lot of taxes.
Yeah.
That's a little bit more ticky. But I just pretty much do the basics in accounting.
Okay, that's awesome. And are you you're a grandmother, right? You're
I am a grandmother of two, have two little girls. They just visited me here from Texas
okay.
on break last week, so that was really exciting. I enjoyed them doing that.
I
We did,
know.
yeah, we did a few little activities. That oldest one, she really doesn't like to do a whole lot,
Mhm.
but
But be
but
on her phone and playing
yeah,
games.
she's more on that tech stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, totally
exactly.
different. Yeah. So Tam, let's get right into it. So you're the second person slash entrepreneur that has told me, during Women's History Month that you started your business by accident. Tell us how Expressions, Events, and Designs came to fruition, rather.
Well, my best friend at the time, her daughter was about to get married,
Mm-hmm.
and I had been thinking about getting into doing flower work. That's how I started. Well,
Okay.
I go back from doing. I was doing more like programs and invitations and things like that, real
Okay.
tedious stuff. So I got kind of tired of doing that, and I started wanting to move into doing floral design. So
Mm-hmm.
I linked up with the late uh, uh, oh gosh, I can't think of his name right now, but
I know who you're talking about.
he used to work for
He was pretty big.
yeah, he used to work for West Haven Funeral Home.
Yeah. What is
And
his
I linked up
name?
Earl Williams.
Earl. Yeah.
Yeah. I linked up with Earl and talked to him, was kind of telling him some of the things that I was thinking about doing, and he told me to go for it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just went out on a limb and asked my friend girl, asked her daughter rather, if I could do her wedding for her. And she was like, yeah. I said, I'm not charging you with for free. And she was like,
Wow.
okay, yes, most definitely.
Right.
So I started off doing her centerpieces for her bridal shower, and
Mhm.
they turned out great. And so I went from there to doing her actual flowers for her wedding. There's a story behind that as well. Her actual person that she had originally had purchased flowers, to do her flowers, they end up not being able to do them. So that's when Earl Williams came into play. They called him at the last minute and asked him, "Hey, could you come and help us out?" So me and Earl ended up working on that wedding together.
Okay.
I was the planner, also the decorator. So that's how it kind of came
Kind of
out to
happened.
like really, yeah, it just kind of just happened.
And
And
so,
so I did with that. So from then on, it was like, okay, I think I can do this. So that's
so
how I got started.
it turned out pretty well to the point where you was like, I can do this. And
Yes,
14 years later, you
right.
just celebrated your 14th anniversary. You have been in business
Now
for
14,
14 years. That is
14
such a
years.
blessing. So Tam, and I keep calling her Tam, y'all. We grew up together. We went to Provine and Jackson State together, so we've known each
Right.
other forever. So
Yes.
Tam, did you did Earl teach you how to do the flowers, or I mean,
Now the flower work, it was kind of like I had an eye for it. I've never taken
oh,
a
okay. So
floral
you just had
class.
a. Some people have a gift. Hmm.
Yes, I've never taken a floral class.
Wow.
Just look at something, see that I can do it, and I end up doing it. Or see something I like, I just create it. So it just I've always had a knack for flowers, and that was another thing Earl told me. He said you have the thing for placement. He said I love
Mm.
your placement with your flowers, and that's a big thing when you're doing florals. You have to know placement because you can just stick a bunch of flowers and something and it just don't look right. So you got to know what you're doing.
Okay, so I was about to ask you that because I don't have that eye. I know what I like and
Yeah,
I will tell the person, but I don't have that eye to do that type of stuff. So it is definitely truly,
yeah.
truly a gift. So what type of events do you specialize in? We know weddings for one. What other events do you specialize in?
I do pretty much all baby showers, retirement parties. I've done repast. A lot of people
Mhm.
don't know that's something that has become very prevalent in the last few years of
That's true.
repast. They want decorations for repasses. So I've done those in the past. I work with several organizations, Jackson State, AARP, to
Mhm.
name a few, South Jackson Action Agency. Those are some of the corporations that I've done business with. And they do like Christmas galas for their employees.
Okay.
Different AARP used to do like a voluntary banquet that they give a banquet every year for their volunteers. So
Mhm.
just things like that. I and definitely do weddings. I spent mostly specialize in weddings.
So let me go back to repass. I didn't realize I thought maybe they like will get you to get a caterer. So they have something at the repass. Like, what do
Yes,
you mean? Can you
I
elaborate
have.
on that?
I have done like, for instance, like if that person were, okay, I'm gonna give you one. I think the one that I did, the very first one I did, he went to Mississippi State. He played football for Mississippi State.
Hmm.
And so the widow, she wanted me to do something around the colors of Mississippi State. She wanted some Mississippi State football,
Okay.
just to put on the table, the colors, just little
Okay.
something like
Okay.
that.
Kind of
Yeah,
make it a little festive,
the
even though
festive, right?
I
Yeah,
got you. I got you. You're
exactly.
celebrating his life. Okay. What he
Right, right.
Absolutely. So we know you specialize in flowers. You have an eye for that. What
Yeah.
other type of services do you offer?
I also offer coordinating services where I also coordinate the events. A lot of people don't know that you need a coordinator to do a birthday party or coordinate to do a gala because you have to
Yeah.
have somebody to host that event to
Mhm.
make it go smoothly. Some people don't have an agenda, but you can have an agenda for a birthday party
Yeah.
because you have different things that you want to implement in that birthday party. You may want to have wardrobe changes. You may want to have where they do the overhead and you do the memories and things like that. That type of thing. You have to have someone to orchestrate that. So I do
Gotcha.
different things like that for us coordinate. I do day of coordinate for weddings. Sometimes you just want a coordinator for just that day.
Mm-hmm.
So we do that as well instead of just a coordinator for the whole
So you
entire.
wouldn't be the person, so they'll hire you sometimes not to necessarily plan the event, but
Exactly.
want you there like the
To
rehearsal
carry
day
it out.
before and carry out the plan that's
Exactly.
awesome. Okay. That's good to know because most people think it's just the planner throughout the entire event, but you can
No,
possibly plan your own and just have somebody hire them to just coordinate
it's
everything for that day.
right.
That's
Yeah,
good to
yeah.
know.
A facilitator for just that day, and that way, because I mean, I did that as well. But when I got married 20 years ago, I planned
Mhm.
my whole wedding, and then I took that book and I passed it over to an actual coordinator, and she, facilitated it the
Mm.
rest of the day and made sure everything went smoothly.
That's good to know. That's good to know. So, do you have any specialties or unique offerings that set you apart from other event planners?
Um, Sometimes I run specials or things like that.
Mm.
Sometimes I may do a raffle. I also do try to do once a year. I do a like I give back. I've
Okay.
done free weddings. I did a raffle and gave a free wedding away a couple years ago. I did a baby shower. I've volunteered and did a whole room full of just draping or
Mhm.
tablecloths for different organizations. Stilettos on the go. I worked with Tasha one time with that. So just different things I just do, just on a whim, just
That's
to give,
awesome. Yeah,
because
that
I
sets you
appreciate,
apart. Yeah,
everybody's support. So I try to give back.
right. That's awesome. And what role does social media play in your event planning, or are you just word of mouth?
Pretty much both. It Social media has done great things for me. It's a good way, a good tool to show your work. It's a good tool
Mhm.
for people to see what you can do. I have a page set up that that you can go and take a look at some of my work, because a lot of people are like, well, let me see what you've done, blah blah blah. So
Mhm.
a lot of people don't have um, websites. The websites that kind of went down
Yeah,
away because everybody was doing social media.
correct.
But everybody don't do social media, so you have to still kind of keep a web page up. So I
Yeah.
just recently, in the last couple of years, put my web page back up, due to the fact that I was getting a lot of older
Oh
customers and they
yeah.
do
Mhm.
social media.
Yeah.
So yeah, social media has played a very very big part in business
That's
for
good.
for us getting
I mean,
getting.
it can be a good thing or a bad thing, and that's good
Yeah,
that, it plays a major part in you getting repeat business and or new
yeah,
business. So that's great.
exactly.
So, Tam, sometimes we have this beautiful vision, and I'm gonna use a wedding for example, and you balling on a budget though.
Right.
Have you ever gone over a budget? And if so, how did you handle the situation in order to give the client what they desired?
Ooh, girl, yes.
Oh, I can imagine. I can
Oh
imagine.
yes. I try to stay within my budget, and the way I do that is, once I get them that set quote, I take a certain percentage of that money and put it into purchasing things that they need for that wedding, and then
Okay.
I can see the budget for which they're trying to stay within. I can see my profit, and I can see where I've had to purchase inventory for what's needed. So sometimes I do go over that percentage that I want to spend, but I
Hmm.
do it, to make it look like I want it to look, and
Okay.
because I'm repping my brand, and I don't want to just put anything out there.
Correct. And
So yes,
sometimes you
sometimes.
probably can go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, sometimes yes, you do kind of go over your budget to give them, that wow factor.
Hmm. And I know sometimes you can still give them their wow factor, but some, you got this, and I'm just using it as an example. Timu is, they have
Yeah.
probably the same stuff, but way
Mhm.
cheaper price, and nobody
Right.
will really know but you and,
Okay.
possibly the bride and groom. So you're
Right.
right. Yeah. So Tam, weddings, any type of event is very, very stressful. How do you handle your stress? And do you have a team?
I do. Stress. It's very stressful, especially when you're doing multiple events. And I
Hmm.
try not to overwhelm myself because I do have a 9 to 5 that I work every
Right.
day. So I
Mhm.
try not to overwhelm myself. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, I've turned down a lot of work. Because if I feel like I don't have time to do it, I let them know. Let me look. I'm not gonna be able to do this. Let me refer you to someone else. I
Okay.
don't. I try not to. Some people, and I won't name names or anything, but a lot of people just I do it. I do it. I do it. I do it. I'm not that one. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
overdo myself. I'm not gonna overwork myself because you know me. I like to do other things. I have a family, and me and my
Yes.
husband do a lot of like
And they
travel.
travel. Baby, they
So
travel.
so I'd like to
That's
get out and
good.
do it, but
Mhm.
but I try to do as much as I can, and because I enjoy doing it. But
So, huh, how many is on your team?
I have 4 people right now on my team.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 4 ladies that work with me and one guy, and my
Okay.
husband, of course.
Right, right. So, you say you have 23 plus years with the state now, and I know
Mhm.
we're not leaving that job right now until we get that purge
Uh-uh.
where we want it. So when you finish, do you think you will do this full time, or are you just gonna relax and still keep it part-time-ish?
um, Actually, I was supposed to have been quitting last year. Last year, I had said last year was supposed to be my last year,
Mhm.
and that I was just gonna try to just keep my corporate stuff and do other little small stuff, and just to
Right.
keep it going a little longer. But I'm trying to see if this is gonna be my last year. Um, I have gotten to the point that I'm kind of tired. I'm having back issues from all the heavy lifting throughout the years and stuff because this
Mhm.
stuff gets heavy. So I'm just trying to see where I want to go at this point. Do I want to completely quit, or do I just want to do small events and just or rent? Because I also rent my stuff too. So
Okay.
that's another avenue that I do go into as well, renting.
Okay. Yeah, well, shoot, I got to hurry up and get to you too because I didn't know you was gonna possibly retire. You need to give us 5, 6 more years. So
Oh,
just, you know what? How about you pray about it, talk to Mike
oh,
about it, and
definitely.
listen to your body, and then you'll
Yes,
know. You'll know.
y'all.
So have you ever faced a technical problem during an event? And if so, how did you handle it?
When you say technical, you
Like
mean?
the candles not working, or
Oh, okay.
I don't
Well,
know.
yeah,
I mean,
we've had several different oopsies and things like that in doing events. I just try to think of another way that we could do something.
mhm,
Like I have a bride now that I got a wedding coming up in May. We tried to order some stuff for her, and they no longer carry that product anymore.
mhm,
So I've had to come up with another design in order to give her still that wow factor that she wants. So
okay,
things like that. I've had where I've coordinated a wedding and the person did the flowers, the bouquets fell apart, and we
that's
had to
that's
last
an
minute
issue.
we had to go to the
Yeah.
flower shop and create new bouquets for the bride,
Wow.
things like that. So it's a lot of different things that happens during these events that we have to just try to improvise and try to come up with other quick solutions to
Mhm.
make sure things go as planned. I've
That's
had
good.
where they didn't have enough plates to eat, so we've had to run, go get plates, and it's different things, different scenarios come about, doing these
Mhm.
events. Yeah.
Good. Okay, that's good. So Tamara, what advice would you give someone who wants to get into the event planning business?
Come to one of my classes. I teach a business
Okay.
class, a
Okay.
startup business class. Actually, I'll be having one in July the 20th.
That's my
Um,
birthday.
is it? Oh, well, I'll be having a business class on your birthday.
Isn't that a Friday?
I think that's a Saturday, if I'm not
It
mistaken.
is wait a minute. Yeah, it's a
July
Saturday, right?
20th
Because my
is
birthday was Friday last year.
yeah,
Absolutely.
it's
Okay.
Saturday. Yeah, so take a biz class so you can know the do's and don'ts. A lot of people get started in businesses and get caught up with the taxes and things like that.
Mhm.
So you need to know how to do your taxes, how to get your EIN numbers, how to get your LLC, how to do profit for business. There's a lot of different things that you need to know before you get started in the business. I did a
Okay.
lot of research and a lot of homework before I got started. I had a mentor that told me a lot of different things, the ins and outs of what I needed to do, what I didn't need to do. I even had a mentor way in South Carolina, and she was an event planner. And she gave me a lot of different tidbits on things that I needed to know. So just do your homework and make sure you know what you're doing before you get started. A lot of people say, I just step out on faith. Yeah, that's fine to step out on faith, but just make sure you know what you're doing, because in the end, you don't want to get caught up doing the wrong things. A lot
Right.
of people sued because they didn't went in there and did something that they're not supposed to do. Your taxes, get get audited for doing your tax, not submitting the taxes in your money and things like that. So just make sure you know what you're doing before you get started.
That's very, very good advice. And you got to give us that information at the end so they can know how to uh, reach out to you about the class and, get the price and register. So, Tamara, thank you so much for joining me today. But before we go, I play a game called What You Know. So I
Okay,
know you are a Philadelphia Eagles fan. Are you still an Eagles fan?
I am.
All right. Well, we're going to do some football trivia with
Oh
the
Lord.
Eagles. Now, it's okay if you don't know it all. That's okay. I thought she was a huge football fan because her husband is the athletic director and a football coach, but she just, because of him, but she don't know nothing. So I'm sure you know. I love you, Cassandra. I know you probably know a little bit more. So let's get into it. Where did former Philadelphia Eagle Donovan McNabb attend college?
Oh my Lord. Mississippi State. Was it Mississippi?
Syracuse.
Oh. I know he was Mississippi, but I thought he went to school here too.
Syracuse.
Syracuse. Okay.
What, and now I didn't, this was really interesting to me. What reason did former Eagles head coach Buddy Ryan give for cutting future Hall of Fame wide receiver Chris Carter?
Oh, good. Now I don't know nothing about him. I don't think I was a fan then.
Chris Carter, you know who he is?
Uh-uh.
Well, um,
I don't even
Buddy
know who
fired
that
him
is.
because,
That's what I said. I just became a fan in the last couple of years. So I don't know none of them people.
okay, well, guess what? You're going to learn a little information. Well, the
Yeah, you
reason
did.
why Buddy Ryan fired, I mean, he cut Chris Carter was because he said all he did was score touchdowns, which is weird. But Chris certainly had the last laugh, winding up second all time to Jerry Rice in career pass receptions at the time of his retirement. So he got the last laugh. It probably taught him a lesson and it made him want to do more than get touchdowns. But I didn't think that was a problem. So whatever.
Right. You should have been happy about that.
Yeah. What number did the late great Reggie White wore? I'm sorry. What number did late great Reggie White wear as a rookie in 1985 for the Eagles? That you don't know because you wouldn't have.
I wasn't a fan back then.
Well, he wore number 91.
Nice.
91. For the one season that the Eagles merged with the Pittsburgh Steelers, I didn't know this either. What was the name of the team? Put the two teams together.
So the Steelers.
Eagles.
Eagles. Oh.
Steelers, Eagles. Yeah, this happened due to the World War II. Both teams had roster shortages. For only the 1943 season, the teams merged and were known as the Field Pick Steagles. I didn't know that. I figured you didn't either, but I was that was very interesting to me.
That's interesting. It is.
Yeah. Which Eagle quarterback threw for 464 yards in one game, setting a team record? We just said his name earlier.
Don't remember that. I
Yeah.
can't see it.
Who was the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles in the 2012? I'm sorry, 2012 season.
Oh Lord, I can't remember the man's name.
He
I'm
just
not
won,
good
he
with
just
names.
won a Super Bowl with Kansas City.
Yeah, but I can see his face. I don't know his name.
Andy
I can't
Reid.
remember.
Andy Reid.
Yeah, Reed. I'm not good with names.
Who beat the Eagles in Super Bowl 57? Played in 2023.
Oh, that was Kansas.
Kansas Chiefs, yeah. Which division are the Philadelphia Eagles a member of? Now you
Which
should
one?
know this. Which division are the Philadelphia Eagles a member of?
The East.
NFC East, yeah.
Mhm.
Which former first overall draft pick signed with the Philadelphia Eagles in the 2009 season?
2009. Oh, it was
He had, well, I'll give you a hint. He played for Atlanta.
Michael Vick.
Yep. Yeah. I didn't want to say something else, but yeah, that was him. Last but not least, who did the Eagles beat in Super Bowl 50 in 2018?
Oh, oh, the Patriots.
Yes. Very good. Very good. Thank you, Tamara. That was so fun. I
Yeah,
enjoyed
that's
it.
good. You made me think.
Tell the listeners how they can follow you on social media, as well as get your website and information on your class, your business class.
Okay. You can reach out to me through my business page, is Expressions, Events and Designs. And that's you can also reach me through my email, it's expressionseventsdesigns.com. Or you can reach me by phone, 601-331-0872. That's 601-331-0872. The class will be July the 20th. I'm looking at having it at the East Center. The amount for the class is going to be $400. And again, you can just reach out to me via email or through or on my website, and I can get you the information on how to pay from there.
Okay, awesome. And guys, you can follow me on Facebook at She Say Sports, Instagram She Say Sports 23, and please subscribe to our YouTube page She Say Sports. Well, that's my show for today. Until next time, this is Sonia with She Say Sports.